No, I was thinking more.
So
about,
I don't have a problem with this, but I mean, I admit I would like make fun of you behind your back.
Okay, but this isn't.
I'm
not bringing you in yet. Just chill, okay? So where you come in is this. I made the point that these people were liberals, right? These people are supposedly liberals, and their hypocrisy is that they're okay, right, with their agenda.
Right.
If that 51-year-old
16-year-olds want to cornhole each other, it's fine.
Bingo. If that 16-year-old woman, that actress, was in a relationship with Britney Spears, no problem. Right? If she was with a 16-year-old and she wanted to go to the high school dance at the prom with another girl, and anybody said, no, you're not young, you're too young to make a decision like that, they would go, oh, scandal, we're going to get on Huffington Post and we're going to cry and we're going to scream because it's not right that you're not letting the two girls go to the thing. But the damn hypocrite just said she's not capable of making a decision like that. This is such hypocrisy, right? Right? If that 51-year-old guy had put his dick in some guy's behind, right? They would be, oh, I want to see the guy's movies. He's wonderful, right? But because he's with a 16-year-old girl, if he was with a 16-year-old boy, I bet you they would have a harder time saying it. I'll bet you if he was a 16-year-old guy with this 51-year-old guy, none of these liberals could open their mouth because they would be like, oh, I support same-sex marriage.
Or if the 16-year-old girl
I'm so progressive. I'm so progressive. I'm a thinker. No, you're a hypocrite, and you're acting out of ignorance. Okay, so that's my opinion, right? That I made the comparison. They said, no, you can't make the comparison between same-sex marriage. Because I said, isn't it interesting that you're so tolerant when it comes to same-sex marriage, but you're so judgmental when it comes to a marriage between two people, you know, and they're both adults, right? And they said, no, it's not the same because she's not old enough to consent. Really? According to who? According to who? According to the secular law and according to Torah law? According to what? According to your stupidity is what it is. According to your own prejudice. Okay, lady?
Yeah, I totally dig what you're saying.
You totally dig what I'm saying.
No, I'll add that, like, being judgmental and gossiping about people and, like, trashing them is kind of hardwired into the human condition. It's kind of hard to resist. I think what's most important is that you decide what are you going to trash people for, what are you going to judge them for, and what are you going to make fun of them for. And so, I think I don't mean to go, grab gays and drag them behind trucks.
I don't usually do that.
No, so, I don't want you to, torture the gay kid in your class or to make fun of gay people. But I think that you should say, you should stand true for Torah values. And the Torah has no problem with a 51-year-old man marrying a 16-year-old woman. Torah has a very big problem with one man having sex with another man. Has a very big problem with one woman having sex with another woman. Has a very big problem with premarital sex. Has a very big problem with masturbation. So
you can get a Hedra Mechira for that.
So, I believe in divine, authoritative, transcendent values, aka the Torah. And if you want to get judgmental, and it's hardwired into the human condition, you can't really escape the desire to judge people, nor should you escape it, because you should have values, and therefore you should judge people accordingly. So, according to Torah, just as you said, there's no problem with a 50-year-old man marrying a 16-year-old woman. There is a lot of problem with two people of the same sex having sex, or a Jew having sex with a non-Jew, or people having sex outside of marriage. These are problems from a Torah perspective. And having an abortion is a horrible thing. And, get judgmental about these. I was going out with a secular Jewess, and even though she'd never had an abortion, all her friends had had abortions, and she said, well, for me, it's just it just seems like it's something that every woman has to go through. No, it's not something that every woman has to go through. You should close your legs and stop spreading them for people who are going to fill you with seed that will make you pregnant when you can't.
We never talk about sex on this show.
When you can't raise a kid responsibly within the rubric of marriage blessed by both God and state.
Okay. Very good. Thank you for answering.
So I've figured out why I'm so attracted to shiksas. It's because I can't marry them. They're not as frightening to me as Orthodox women. Same with non-Orthodox women. They're not as scary to me as Orthodox women. See, intimacy with a non-Orthodox woman does not have to mean anything. We probably don't have as many people in common, and their rejection does not hurt me as much because they are outside the core of my life. I find it much easier to be intimate with people I can discard. Okay, so I'm done with my notes.
Okay,
now
hold
it's
on.
all you. Let's go to the chat room.
Chat room, just want to see the lots of stuff going on here, but by the way, hi Hector, he just came in. Tor talks the cartoon, yeah, that's going to happen.
There's nothing in there.
There's nothing in there, so take it away.
So important that the kiddies out there do not have sex with other kiddies. Kiddies of the same sex.
Right.
And don't get abortions. And don't do crack.
And don't become a liberal.
And stay in yeshiva.
All right, folks, thank you very much. Catch you next week.